Hello, it is Troy Stavros with Doorbell Real Estate, and today I want to talk to you, especially my first-time home buyers, about what the difference is between an appraisal and a home inspection, because these are two terms you're definitely going to hear as you start the home buying process, and some people mistake it and think that they're the same thing, but they are not. So I've written an article about this, and we're just kind of go over that just so you know the difference between those two things. So if you're planning to buy a home in Knoxville or anywhere for that matter, an appraisal is an important step in the process. It is a professional evaluation of the market value of the home that you would like to buy. Now, in most cases, an appraisal is ordered by the lender to confirm or verify the value of the home prior to lending money to you for the purchase. It's completely different from a home inspection. Which a home inspection assesses the condition of the home before you finalize the transaction. So here's a breakdown of why they're both important when you are buying a home in Knoxville or anywhere for that matter. So home appraisal. The National Association of Realtors explains a home purchase is typically the largest investment someone will make. You have to protect yourself by getting your investment appraised. An appraiser will observe the property, analyze the data, and report their findings to their client, who is typically the home lender. Now, for the typical home purchase transaction, the lender usually orders the appraisal to assist in the lender's decision to provide funds for a mortgage. So when you apply for a mortgage, an unbiased appraisal, which is required by the lender, is the best way to confirm the value of the home based on the sales price. Now, obviously, your real estate agent is going to be able to do that for you as well, because they can pull comps and they're going to see pretty much the same information that an appraiser will. So they're going to give you an idea of what the market value is on the property. So when you go to offer, you know you aren't offering too much. So regardless of what you're willing to pay for the house, if you're going to be using a mortgage to fund your purchase, the appraisal will help make sure the bank doesn't loan more than what the home is worth. This is especially critical in today's seller's market, where low inventory is driving an increase in bidding wars, which can push home prices upward. And we are seeing that every day. So when sellers are in a strong position like this, they tend to believe that they can set whatever price they want for their home under the assumption that competing buyers are going to be willing to pay more for them. Now, that may be the case. People may be willing to pay more than what market value is, but if they're getting a loan, you have to be aware that the difference between what the appraisal comes in at and what your offer is, you as the buyer, if the seller isn't willing to come down, are going to have to pay for that difference. So, for example, let's say your loan is approved for $200,000, and because you get in a bidding war, you offer $220,000 just to be able to secure that house. Well, the appraisal is done and it comes in at $200,000. Well, there's a difference of $20,000 between 200 and 220. So you are going to have to come up with the difference, that $20,000 in cash, unless the seller is willing to either come down to 200 by renegotiating or maybe split the difference with you. So that's why an appraisal is so important, because a lender is only going to lend you what it will appraise for. They're not going to lend you any more. So keep that in mind. However, a lender will only allow the buyer to borrow based on the value of the home. This is what helps keep home prices in check. If there's ever any confusion or discrepancy between the appraisal and the sale price, your trusted real estate professional will be able to help navigate any negotiations in the process, which is what I was just kind of talking about. Okay, now home inspection. Here's the key difference between an appraisal and an inspection. MSN explains, in simplest terms, a home appraisal determines the value of a home, while a home inspection determines the condition of the home. The home inspection is a way to determine the current state, safety, and condition of the home before you finalize your sale. If anything is questionable in the inspection process, like the age of the roof, state of the HVAC system, or anything else, you as the buyer have the option to discuss and negotiate any potential issues or repairs with the seller before the transaction is final. So during the inspection process, you are going to have a home inspection, have a qualified third-party home inspector come in, inspect the home. They're going to give you a report, and there's going to be items on there that you might want to have addressed. Well, it's at that point that you have the opportunity to ask the seller to either repair some things or maybe take some money off the price or pay some of your closing costs, so then you can use that cash that you saved to do the repairs yourself. Those are all options as to what you can do, and all part of the negotiation process, which is why it's so important to work with a trusted real estate agent, not only in this inspection process with the negotiations, but also in the appraisal process, because if that comes in low, then you have to possibly renegotiate with the seller. And real estate agents like myself are used to doing that on a daily basis. All right, well, bottom line, the appraisal and the inspection are critical steps when buying a home in Knoxville, and you don't need to manage them by yourself. Connect with us today or with a local real estate agent, and they will guide you and navigate you through the process of the entire buying process, which it can be a little intimidating, but for folks that go through it on a daily basis like us, we know how to get you through it and get you through it as smoothly as possible with as little stress as possible. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope that's a good explanation for you as to the difference between an appraisal and a home inspection. And good luck out there, and we'd love to help. Give us a call. We'll talk to you soon.